Alright, so you know I reserve the Beast Gohan OST for when I'm feeling good, when the unit is feeling absolutely powerful, okay? And, you know, Lumiere is representing his title as the first Wizard King and the first anniversary unit. My boy Lumiere, meaning light, the first light attacker, thank God, is somehow has a lot of parts of my kit that I did not think we'd get. Okay, there are a lot of similar things to my kit that you guys are going to be able to trace back. And all I'm saying, I told you so. Now, they did not disappoint. They did not disappoint. I'm getting this kit very early, which is making it very hard for me to really... It's sad because I get it early and now I just have to be... my mouth has to be shut until I could release this video. Now, let's just head straight into it. But I think without a doubt, he's #1 in the game. I'm not even... Listen, you guys have talked shit about Fuego, talk shit about Dorothy, but guess what? Lumiere makes Fuego rise up in the meta. I just want to say that. So, if there's one harmony attribute mage on the ally side, so if there's no Noel, is basically what it's saying. Valkyrie Noel grants Wizard King's dignity for 2 turns. Same name, love to see it. If there's one harmony attribute mage on the ally side at the start of the battle, okay, grants invulnerability for 1 turn. Now then, could anyone tell me why that's broken? Because Mimosa could res and re-give him invuln right away. Yes, that's insane. Yup, there we go. Invuln at the start of the turn. And then he gets Wizard King's dignity, increases crit damage by 50%. Do you know what's about to happen? I bet you don't. But if you do, you know that I was right. Anyway, stats. 18,000 magic attack. 18,000 magic attack. Highest magic attack in the game. Okay. I could try to find the stats if we have some, because the site isn't really complete yet, the one that I'm like probably using. But yeah, no. 18k is insane. Now, pretty high defense and high HP at the same time, with 75% crit damage at max dupe. It is at max dupe, right? But I just want to see what is Black Dividers, right? What is Black Dividers? Is Black Divider out? Okay. No. Okay. So no stats yet. We'll have to live with it then. But you go to someone. Is Fuego done? No. Is this Fuego done? No. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So here it is. So like, look, when you compare, like in total, this is like 16k, but Lumiere gets it all in magic attack. I just want to say, when you get it all in one stat, it's way better because you build only one stat anyway. So that's why people like Black Divider are so much better off because of that. And Lumiere is going to be like that. Magic attack is way better for people because more people have magic attack necklace. Now 75% crit damage. Could you guess what's about to happen? Anyway, he's going to get to... By the way, he's at 103. But why is this fine? Because he has invulnerability. Yeah, he has invuln. So it's going to be very, very strong having that invulnerability. I just want to say, because of invuln, he's not going to be worrying turn 1. Even if he gets silenced, he'll be fine, right? Because afterwards, well, you'll see what happens. But another thing to note is that his kit is going to remain somewhat incomplete until we get Sekirei, right? Because we could just imagine Sekirei is basically meant to be his like counterpart because of the fact she gives a barrier immunity block, right? So she blocks barrier immunity, and why does that come into play? Well, let's go into it. Dupe 2. Every time... Okay. Every time a barrier is granted to self, grants a 10% reduced damage taken buff for 1 turn. So it's just when it's granted. So if Sekirei grants like 2-3 barriers, you could give an easy 30% damage reduction. Okay. And then, this is crazy. Upon landing a crit when using a skill, grants self 50% of magic attack as a barrier for 2 turns. Now then, the thing is, guys, why is this crazy? If one attack has like 5 hits, this should technically mean you could get 5 barriers at once. Let me know if I'm mistaken, but if the AoE, which hint, or the single target is just more than 1 hit, every single crit you do is going to be a barrier, which means a skill 1, if there's like 3 or 4 hits, could give you 40% damage reduction and 200% barrier, which is insane. Absolutely broken, broken, broken. Okay. So yeah, that's already very good. You cannot complain with that. Like this is super strong because after turn one, well, let's go into it. So skill one, if I love it, if Wizard's King Dignity is present on self lands a crit. Does this make sense now? 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 It does. I know it does. He just lands a crit, guaranteed. Guys, I said this in my video, but it was on the skill page, but I said if Wizard King's Dignity is present, you land a crit. And guess what? It's the exact same thing here. Which I'm very happy I was able to guess it from crit check. I don't know. I don't know if everyone thought that, but, you know, I feel very smart about myself, okay? And it's 110, okay? It's a bit lower, but you crit, right? With, like, a bunch of extra damage. Then the skill 2, this is what I mean. You're getting at least 4 barriers. At least 4 barriers, but if it's even 2 ticks per person, you get 8 barriers and 80% damage reduction for 1 turn. I just want to say that. I want to make it very clear that this skill, I do not know how many hits there are, but if it's 2 hits per person as an AoE, that means 4 people, 4 crits, and then if it's 2 ticks, that's 8 crits, which means that would be a 80% damage reduction and a 400% barrier. Now, let me remind you, a 400% barrier would be about a 400 to 500,000 barrier HP. So he's going to easily be rocking with barriers up to 600,000 HP with 80% damage reduction. Now, let's see what it does. Guaranteed crit if Wizard King's Dignity is present. But remember, he gets it for 2 turns at the start of battle, which also, where is it? Which also gives him 50% crit damage. So he has it built in, he's at 125% crit damage. Guys, that is incredible. And then, this is insane. For each enemy that is hit with a crit, grants a 25% mobility buff. So the speed is low, but then you do this, and then you could use your ult right away. You do this, you get a 100% mobility buff. Because 4 crits equals 100% mobility, equals you get your next turn right away, and then you put immo immunity. Like, this is block. This is immo block. So, Black Divider, GG. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You're done. You're done. Because Lumiere AoEs for an AoE crit, so you can't not be hit. And if Black Divider puts himself in protection, well, guess what? Black Divider's dead. That's it. AoE, crit guaranteed. Immo immunity, which means Black Divider, if he's not in immortality, is dead. Right? The only way for Black Divider to live is if he's not in, if he's in immo. So Black Divider, GG, and Fuego, hello, because Fuego has immo. You cannot remove Fuego with immortality immunity, which is how they for sure constructed it, to where when Lumiere came out, well, Black Divider is going to be kicked out of the meta 100%, and then Fuego is going to have his place in the meta versus Lumiere. So yeah, I think Fuego with Spirit Dive is going to be very strong, because Lumiere has no silence block right now. Yeah, that's going to be very fun. Now then. Also, yeah, no Noel, this is best ult in the game. Best ult in the game, maybe? So, guaranteed crit. You have 210% damage, which, considering he has 18k magic attack, very good. Gets Wizard King Dignity, but doesn't really matter. Actually, it does. You get another 2 turns, which is going to be great. It gives you an extra turn guaranteed. You put ammo immunity, which means if you go AoE, right, and then you're still able to target, like, let's say you didn't get them under, right, you're going to kill at this point, then you get an extra turn. Just want to make that clear. You get an extra turn. So it means you're also going to get your skill 2 back quicker, and then you could use your skill 1 just to bite off time. Now then, the combo, I don't like it. It could have been a magic attack buff, could have been a speed buff, okay? It could have been a crit damage buff. The barrier buff to me is a bit weak, but 20% of magic attack could still be a decent buff. It's just, you're going to be at about 100, 110k magic attack. So this is going to be about 20, 25k magic attack to both you and the partner. So it depends on what Sekre does, to be fair. If Sekre could do some crazy shit or give magic attack, this could be good, for sure. So, by the way, he's going to be very good with Sekre, because Sekre should have high speed, and we need a high speed unit that isn't Noel. So that's another reason. And now, yeah, so we need to see the skill page, and then we're going to talk about him as a whole. Oh my god. He gets 5 SP from his skill 2, by the way. I just want to say that. His skill 2 gives him 5 SP. He gets 4 SP because grants an SP +1 buff based on the allies that are alive, which I think would include Lumiere. If not, it's 3. With type advantage, it's 4. Because he's light, so he's going to get type advantage attack. When you attack with type advantage, that means you get a buff. So that means 4 to 5 SP from the skill 2. Okay, just outright. With the skill page, you get 4 to 5 SP from it. Yeah. And then the... Also, I guess the combo is meant to be there in case you can't, like... What's it called? Use your... Also, yeah, if you can't use your skills. But I just want to remember, like, am I tripping? So, yeah, every time you crit, you get the barrier. Okay. So then, the thing is here, upon landing a crit, grants off a 10% speed increase buff for 2 turns at 0 dupes. So, guys, this is good on everyone. Guys, this is good on everyone. This is good on everyone. And then at max dupe, it's 20% speed increase. This is just good on everyone. Now, it's not the best for anyone else, but I'd say that for Lumiere, this is going to be very good. Right? If you get mobility increase and this, oh yeah. Now the thing is, guys, do you think these stack? Like, do you think you could get multiple crits at once? I have no idea. Like, I really don't know. But either or, 20% is great because this is gonna put him above, well, every other unit's speed in the game, essentially. But not even just that. Like, it's gonna make him quicker than Black Divider, great. But it's just gonna make him, like, it makes him quicker, but it's also gonna get all his turns quicker. And since he gets an extra turn and mobility increase, he's attacking so much, right? He could do 3 turns in 1 turn, right? He could do 3 in 1. I'm not even kidding. You use the skill 2 first, you get your mobility buff of 100%, you use your ult, you kill whoever you can, hopefully Black Divider or someone else, right? If they're not dead, you kill, and then you use the skill 1. It's insane. So that speed buff is going to be great afterwards to get back your skill 2 right after using that skill 1. Like, after 1 turn, you get back your skill 2 again because you've already used 2 turns after the skill 2 in 1 turn. And yeah, his damage is going to be crazy because you have to build no crit rate, only magic attack and crit damage. Literally full magic attack, crit damage, accuracy. That's it. That's literally it. You go that crit damage route and then GG. And you don't even need to go for gear sets because his speed doesn't matter. He's not competing with anyone. He's going to get his crit and then he's going to speed up. And then he keeps on the speed. So basically how he works, is he's lower speed turn 1. The rest of the battle, he's quicker than every other DPS. Number one. Better than Black Divider because he just says bye-bye to Black Divider. AoE skill, MO immunity. And if you don't kill, well, you use your ult. Simple as that. Right? Simple as that. Now, the thing is, you're going to kill. You know why? Because if Black Divider uses protection, that also means he's at 40% HP. If he's at 40% HP, I have bad news for Black Divider. Right? I have bad news for Black Divider. He gonna die. Now, you could put invulnerability on Black Divider. Right? You could. But then the thing is, this is the good part. If Noelle uses it, you could go 2 ways about this. If Noelle uses the invulnerability, then you speed... No. If Noelle uses the invulnerability, you leave Lumiere as it is, because he's slower than Black Divider. So then, Lumiere's going to have invuln, Black Divider's going to hit, loses invuln, right? And then you could kill. And if Black Divider uses protection, uses his skill 2, instant kill because AoE is going to get rid of MO immunity. And then also, he's going to be at 40% HP. But then if Black Divider doesn't, for example... what's it called? If Black Divider doesn't use the the protection that puts him to 40% HP, he kills with the ult, guaranteed, because there's no protection, right? So him being low speed is really good, because for example, let's say Noelle doesn't use the invulnerability. Well, you know what you could do? You speed up Lumiere by using the combo with the support that you're going to put with him that's quicker than Black Divider. So you combo attack with Lumiere, and by combo attacking, you're going to get the speed buff, and that speed buff is going to make him quicker than Black Divider. And when you're quicker than Black Divider, you instantly kill him. So in either instance of invulnerability, you're going to be able to do good, right? Which is insane. And Fuego is going to be really good with Lumiere because, well, Fuego is not going to be hurt by Lumiere in terms of the MO immunity. And then Fuego puts taunts on units you need taunts on. So yeah, Fuego could work very well with Lumiere. And also Mariel is going to work very well with Lumiere to taunt, just in case. So that's a bunch of things, because taunting Spirit Dive, you know, so Spirit Dive doesn't silence the Lumiere. Now then, damage-wise, he's going to be one of the highest. Because, okay, basically, imagine Black Divider if he was type advantage, so had like a bit of a 20% damage increase. And then basically, instead of crit rate, you just like, his damage basically tripled, essentially. Because you get a bunch of crit damage, guaranteed crits, and then you do like 5 attacks in a turn. And then you get barrier, so you're going to have built-in damage reduction. You have invuln. Like, the thing is, like, there are units with barrier removal, but you could kill them quick. That's the thing. Now, Lumiere is hurt by stun and also by silence. So, you could put Black Asta on the team. No, Noel's not going to be on the team. Put Black Asta. Isn't that crazy? You could just put Black Asta. And it doesn't need to be a rainbow team. So, you could put Black Asta and just have fun with the rest, right? So, yeah, no. You could literally just... What you could do is go for a ceremony Charlotte team with him, right? Just have fun with that. Put debuff immunity on him, put stun block, right? Have Black Asta stun block, have Mario stun block. Permanent stun block, essentially. Magna can't do shit versus that. He could barrier remove, but Lumiere's going to have like 90% damage reduction. And he's type advantage. So he's doing extra damage. And he could just he could kill Magna in one go. So yeah, Immo immunity AoE is absolutely ridiculous. 160% AoE, considering he's going to have baseline 125% crit damage, but you could get that up to like 250, 300. GG. G effing G, because oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, that's it for Lumiere. I mean, listen. The other units I was always very skeptical about. There's no skepticism. No skepticism here. Lumiere's just going to be broken.